we're gonna head to back to Fort Wayne again from my last like 2-3 videos ago. But we're gonna go hit up this good discount store they have. The discount thing they have, and hit up some thrift stores again because there's so many thrift stores and they change. But we're gonna take the Corvette, and that's with the top on. Get a little water in there, and that's with the top off. So usually I think we're a little bit tall, so I think my head sticks out a little bit, but that's all right. Check out these pants too. Guess they're not too bad since I got out of the car, but got some high waters on. About the I didn't buy the lengthwise right pants yesterday, so I'm just throwing a little high water today. Read it. Hey, 430 surplus. We're gonna go in here and check it out. I've been here once before. I got a few good things. Someone brought their scooter. I was just picking up some Yahtzee games. We've had the Yahtzee games before, and they're pretty good. But scanning through a lot of stuff. But obviously, it's like a discount store, so a lot of the groceries and stuff are getting close to being expired and all that kind of jazz. But good stop nonetheless, I guess. Little dog combo. Life's good so far. Nope. Oh, maybe. Oh, just clicked. Had a couple clicks there. That might be alright.
These screens, they just got kind of gamble.
Alright, no screen. It looks like it's a winner. I think that one there is like 120. Buy box used. Stuff your fees is like 90 bucks. So it's a pretty good score if it works. Can't test it with the no screen. It's got hooked up to a TV. There's no TVs in Goodwills no more. Can't do that. Now we're in Toys R Us. It's right by that Goodwill here. Fort Wayne. We decided to stop. Usually you don't find too good of stuff here, as in like, you know, a lot of stuff. Usually the toys you find here are like the older ones because they're a little bit more rare, because they're always expensive here. But since they're rare and out of stock, they're usually pretty high. But they have some buy one get one 50% off deals here. So we picked up a few. There's a couple of categories there that are real good. But so far I haven't really hit any home runs. We haven't got over. There's one figure we picked up in Mishawaka. We picked up like 8 of them that just came out, and we've been selling them merchant fulfilled. And it's selling pretty good, so we're gonna go over there and see if they restock those over there. For some reason the World of Nintendo stuff has like different SKUs on it, which is weird. Oh, and here's a little tip too: don't sleep on the old Skylanders here. There's still one that's worth money. Still worth money. Guy right there is still good, especially when you buy one get one 2 free. So I've got one little radio. You see the rank there. 143,005 reviews. 52 after fees. Used, works good condition. Only paid like $7 or so for it. So good spot. We don't usually go to this Goodwill here. It's all the way on, I don't know, this is Maysville Road or something. Somewhere around that area, but I think outside of Fort Wayne. We don't usually hit this one up very often. Alright, so it's raining out. I don't know if this camera's weather sealed or not, but we're in Michigan and we just hit up this Salvation Army. And I mean, obviously we got a lot of stuff back here, but and I'm getting this cellophane waffle maker, which you look at waffle makers are good, or cellophane, whatever that thing says. But on Amazon it was like $400 new. It was restricted. eBay was the same-ish price. So a lot of these high fashion waffle makers and stuff do real good. And they also had a Mario Party 5 in there. They don't put their DVDs and their discs, they keep them behind the counter. So you see this generic case, we're like, man, I hope Mario Party 5, it's the right game. And it was, and it was like perfect condition. It was like $3 just sitting on the shelf. So these little hole-in-the-walls Salvation Armies did pretty good for us, I guess, so far.
Alright, looks like had a really good weekend. Packages flipped over to protect the innocent. But just from the President's Day, about 20 packages. Oh, 21, sorry. One extra at the end of the day. And Corvette. Alright,
so just got to be uploaded for you guys, and it's one of these days. But I need to get starting this Amazon shipping here. Gonna get that stuff all get ready to go in an inventory labs. And we'll take a look at what the inventory labs. It's only like half a shipment. It's only, there's 2 tables here. There's only like 1 table that has some Amazon stuff on it, but there's a lot of used items. We're gonna start sending in used electronics to Amazon. We never really did it before, and I actually don't think we've ever sent in a used electronic through Amazon. Always did eBay. I never really messed with it because the whole, maybe returns and the whole not having manuals and like cordless phones, how you don't sometimes they're not synced up with like bases and stuff like that and this and that, but then we're gonna go ahead and try it out. And we're sending a lot of VCRs and stuff like that. We're gonna send it in with the remotes. We're gonna buy some remotes and buy some RCA cords or composite cords, whatever they're called, the red, white, yellow cords to send them. So they're gonna get the remote. That maybe we'll print off the manual, maybe not, but send them in because you get a lot more money. We do sell them, and you still make good profit on eBay. Because say you pay $5 to $10, which is what we're paying for our VCRs, and you can sell them on eBay for maybe 40 to 50 bucks, but on Amazon you can get 80 to 90. And if you FBA them, you're not paying very much in shipping at all. You do pay a little bit higher fees, I guess, because you're FBAing it. But as far as shipping fees, they're it's only pretty much by the pound, 30-40 cents a pound, and there you go. But I'll get things scanned in, see what the inventory lab looks like, and then we'll get to testing. So I don't think anything we have downstairs is tested, ready to go for Amazon. And we'll figure out how we're going to send them in. I know some of the smaller and those items that we sent in that I started out with the inventory lab last video that showed that we got for $250. Two of them sold. They did get checked in. They're not completely in stock, but they are back ordered, so people can still order them. We were kind of leery on them because Amazon made some recent changes and fee changes and stuff, and they said that the buy box was going to favor more of the lower prices. Not really sure what that meant, because usually, even if you were, say you had someone's merchant item for $8 free shipping, you had it in for like, $18.99. That's a pretty big range, but the FBA guy would pretty much always get the buy box. They said they're going to make some changes so that doesn't happen. They're going to give it more to the merchants, but not sure, because the merchants have the buy box on these items, or a few of them, because there's a lot of different colors. And the FBA wasn't getting the buy box. We don't know if they were selling or not from the FBA, but it looks like some of our stuff got back ordered, but if they would be ordered, we've just sold 2 of them tonight. So it looks like the FBA is going to still win it out, but it is pretty late. I'll go ahead and show. That's what we're doing on Amazon right now, or for today. So just under a K, which is pretty good. Like I said, the whole sales are a little bit slow. I shouldn't say slow, but sales are a little bit flattening for this time of the year. So it's still rolling on. Who says Goodwill never has video games? That quantity of 4 into that 27 profit, 250% ROI. Here's all the RA stuff that's going out before we try to stick all the used electronics on there. Just get a little bit more room. See, it's just 52,000. Now you're not going to always get 100%, even though I guess that's pretty dang close to 100% before you send it in. So the prices are going to erode some. And the rank's not that bad either. I'm sure the rank's going to go way up on these used electronics, but ROI should be a lot higher. But that's all right. Good 2-3 shipments in. Wow. We're back thrifting here, and for the actually did pretty good at this Salvation Army. I'll show you how big it is right around the corner here. We're in, haven't been here before. This doesn't even show up on Google Maps, so that's why it's so good. But they got that showing as a answering machine, and that's the same exact transcorder we just sold a couple videos ago for like 100 and something. Doesn't have a foot pedal, but has a power cable. $8. Phones, $7. There's a lighter. We're not buying that. I must have been in the cart. But they had two Xbox One controllers. $1.99, and that's the funny part is I put it on the shelf as we're standing there looking at other stuff, just sit it on the shelf. It's like, okay, I guess. Down there's a third-party battery on it. That's not a big deal. And there's a DVD recorder, kind of expensive at $35. It's not that it's expensive, but if you can't test it, it's looking like they have the power cords are not working over there. So and they have tested it right now on some stuff, so I don't know if it's going to work out or not. But we'll probably still risk it because it has the remote and everything. But it's pretty good stuff. I'll show you how big it is here once we get around the corner. Not sure how well the scale is going to come through on this thing, but as you can see, there's that corner. I'll slow pan. back corner, and it goes all the way up towards the front. There's a huge island up there that they have a bunch of stuff into. But I thought the one in Fort Wayne was probably the biggest Salvation Army I've ever been to. This one here is putting it a run for its money, but the one in Fort Wayne's kind of has some blocked off. This one here is just one big giant square, but it's kind of funny when you look at the outside of the store, which I'll show you and walk in here. It's like, whoa. All right, I found a few GameCube games there as we're walking out. I didn't get a chance to look them all up. You see they're not too great, but they were only $3 a piece, so I figured I would go ahead and take a shot because my leg was getting tired and the barcodes were covered up, so I couldn't scan them. I had to look them up. But as you can see, that's just a little, I don't know why I'm holding the paper cooking. That's just the little tiny family store entrance, as you can see, because there's like some kind of medical supply and then some other thing over there. But then there's still a Salvation Army. But as you walk in, it's huge in there. Check this Goodwill out here. This Goodwill is where we actually got recognized, like, I don't know, 3-4 months ago. But some guy walked up and was like, hey, you guys on YouTube? I remember seeing one of your videos. And that's when we didn't have very many subscribers. So he must have been searching for some Goodwill hauls. That's kind of odd. They have all their phones priced individually. Never seen that before at a Goodwill. But Panasonic, I haven't seen that one before, but it's a pretty high rank. As you see, you can't beat the old Sony N77 with the remote. There's a Sony. Missed it. It's that Sony recorder we just sold. See that, Bruce? That we just sold, I think, what, 2-3 videos ago for $240. And you see 80. And I haven't seen too many recorders or DVD players that are priced at 80. But I guess sometimes you just gotta pay up for them. Check these guys out. Digital speed gauge. Bam, kind of a high rank at the 176. But I think we're going to take them because I got two right there. Alright, so that's probably going to be the end of the video. As you've seen, we just hit up most of the thrift stores and the like. And there's a car full of, as you can see, I'll show you a little sharp from the back. It's all the way full. We had to kind of cram her down and unbag some of this stuff.